covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 5 starts right now.
Too dangerous to deport. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt says he will not release every immigrant illegally in the country in Oklahoma's prison systems, but many of them will be turned over to the Trump administration for deportation. I'm Nathan Thompson. Shay has the night off.
And I'm Rick Marinon. Thanks for joining us. I asked the governor today at the state capitol about his plans known as Operation Guardian. Stitt says there are simply some people who belong behind bars and should stay there, whether they're here illegally or not. It's new tonight. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt clarified who will be deported from Oklahoma first as part of the Trump administration's mass deportation plans.
We're not going to let bad people out just to make a political statement.
Fox 23 was the first to report that illegal immigrants in state prisons will be the first to go. The Department of Corrections says in total there are 594 immigrants in Oklahoma prisons who are illegal or their status is unknown. Stitt says many of them will be deported.
We're not going to cross the board release bad people without serving justice.
In order for an inmate to be deported, Stitt first has to commute the sentence to begin deportation proceedings and hand them over to Immigration and Customs Enforcement. But the governor says some of those held in Oklahoma prisons have committed serious crimes and have no business roaming free anywhere in the world.
We're having to balance, yes, justice for the families and the victims. What is the country of origin? Do we have secure borders? Could they recommit a crime? Have they served their sentence? So those are all things we're doing. We're not going to cross the board, release bad people.
Stitt says crime victims come first when it comes to who will be commuted and deported. He says some families are at peace knowing the illegal immigrant who hurt or even killed one of their family members is behind bars forever, and the state should not re-traumatize them and take away their justice, even if it costs some money.
The victims don't have to worry about that. We're thinking through all those things.
Stitt also says he is concerned that once the second Trump administration is over, the next administration could be looser on the border, and someone he let out could come back in and hurt someone else, a risk he doesn't want to take.
But there are people that are at the end of their sentence and they're about to get out. And historically, over the last 4 years, when we turned them over to ICE, nothing happened. They were just back into the communities.
The governor's office says while some commutations will be given out so deportation proceedings can begin, all inmates will be taken on a case-by-case basis, not treated in bulk. Now, more details for you now. The governor's office tells me there have been no big ICE operations like what we've seen in cities like New York, Denver, and Chicago. They are mainly focusing on sanctuary cities and states that have them right now. Operations in Oklahoma will likely pick up in the spring.